Hi there, Rabbi. It's time for yet another episode of our latest series, How to Make the World Good Again. Not great, but good. And so far, I think you've been doing a great job of being making us good. What is the latest suggestion that you have for everybody?
Respectful listening, and along with it would be seeking peace, because unless we start respectfully listening to each other, there's no way we're going to have any meaningful relationships with people. We're not going to be able to have harmony in our communities. We're not going to be able to pass laws. We're not going to do anything if we don't come back to respecting another person and judging the other person favorably. You don't have to agree with somebody. You know, be quick to listen and slow to speak. That's in the Epistle of James. And blessed are the peacemakers in the Gospel of St. Matthew. Harmonious speaking. We find this in Islam, in Buddhism. So our value spans our three Abrahamic religions and Hinduism and Buddhism.
And if you've ever had a conversation with anybody who's constantly interrupting you while you're talking, you know how less than peaceful and calm you remain after about the third or fourth time.
Yeah, now I gave a quick quote from James. The whole quote is, "My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry." And we find throughout the Gospels, people sit at Jesus's feet and listen. And I'm not quite sure how we can get this across.
The priests and nuns would tell us, don't read your prayer books while we're doing the service. Look at us and listen to us. But it's important to be aware of the presence of what's going on in a service, as opposed to just reading and listening along.
Yeah, I mean the Quran teaches us if you disagree over anything, listen, seek guidance, and resolve disputes peacefully. I, you know, as you know, I go through the sacred literature of our five religions that we're looking at, and it's the same thing. Sometimes it's even the same words. I mean, the Quran, Surah 49, condemns mockery, suspicion, and gossip, emphasizes the need to hear others fairly over and over again. God guides to peace. And Hinduism, listen carefully, O dear one. Learn by approaching the wise. Inquire and listen humbly. And I do want to point out, Joe, that you really follow the teaching in the Gita in Buddhism because you listen to me humbly and you always seek my wisdom. And so I just want you to know that you're following a basic Hindu teaching.
Well, at least on camera, we'll leave it at that. Well, thank you, Rabbi. Your advice is always appreciated. Are there any additional tidbits about good listening and respectful listening that you can add?
The Buddha taught deep listening is a way to relieve suffering. Hatred is never appeased by hatred. All you get is more hatred. The only way is by non hatred. I know it's hard to be respectful of someone that you want to do harm to. However, all the religions we've been looking at tell us the same thing. That won't lead anywhere. What leads to peace, what leads to harmony, is respectful listening.